Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Monday, May 17th, or Tuesday, May 18th, if you're in Australia, New Zealand. The moon starts the day in Cancer and shifts into Leo 8:45 a.m. on the east coast of the U.S. We're just sort of standing here looking at this plant. This is my peonies that are coming up. So that's always exciting. Some of my favorites. And of course we have the lilac still blooming over here. And just wanted to show you, I'll have to back up to do this. Sorry guys. Oh my goodness. My bleeding heart. It's a little messy over here, but it's worth looking at it. Oh, sorry, there's my finger. I do that. Ugh. There's the bleeding heart. And Michael's garden. How does your garden grow? And I just thought I would show you because we have the irises are starting to pop up. And this is always exciting here. So I have this little sort of lighter purpley pink. You can see all these heads on the irises. It's going to be a very iris heavy spring, which we love. They're actually Michael's favorite flower. And then this is the darker iris that I love this color. And those little pink flowers are dianthus. Those are lovely as well. And we have some star flowers, although they may not be out right now because they tend to close up. Yeah, see those little white flowers there? They're closed now, but then when the sun comes out, they open up. I don't know, they were open up here yesterday. Yeah, see, they're not quite open today yet, but they're opening. And then all of these little white flowers along here are strawberries. And I don't know if we're going to get any to actually eat, because usually they get gobbled up by the critters, but you know, you can't blame them. There's Coco Pele. And then over here, yesterday we put in this bed. We planted some stuff you can't see yet because it's not up, but there's the clematis that I purchased. We finally put it up on the trellis. Moved a few hostas. Hopefully they'll come up. And then we planted the papa's little heart-shaped. We have a bleeding heart in the middle, which is, of course, bleeding heart when you lose your papas, right? And then there's going to be all other kinds of pretty flowers coming up there. But again, we have to wait for those. And isn't that just part of the journey, is, you know, watching it grow, and then when it comes up, it's like, ooh, and then it's like ephemeral. It doesn't last. And so I think what gardening does, and what a yard like this does, is it just helps you to be in the moment, because there's these beautiful moments of beauty and sort of harmony with nature, and then they just, you know, change. Everything changes. The beauty of nature changing. I mean, for any of you who had to move through the winter with me as I walked around a very gray, brown, what looked like brambly yard, I mean, you can witness the birth, right? So today we will be talking about astrology, but I do want to say that today I think I'm going to be, if I have time, I have a class tonight and a couple of readings today. But there's the table waiting to get grouted. I have all the stuff today, and I think I'm going to get around to that today, hopefully. So, oh, and look, we have some wisteria that finally bloomed over here. It's taken years. And then if you look over there, I don't know if you can see it. It's wild, crazy wisteria that we have. We have some flowers up there as well. Pretty cool. I don't know how thrilled the cedar tree is about it, but... And then, of course, we have the wisteria over here. And now we'll talk about astrology. I just kind of wanted to have you enjoy what I enjoy in the morning. There it is. I freaking love that thing. We're still waiting. We still haven't gotten our stuff together yet for the fountain, but we will, little by little. A lot on the plate. Okay, so let's talk astrology. Actually, let's talk astrology while I'm going to bring you over to the wisteria because it is so beautiful. And I can talk stars while you're looking at it. So today we have the moon shifting into Leo. Leo, of course, is a very self-expressive. It's a very different energy from Cancer. Cancer tends to be very reticent about sometimes sharing. Cancers can be very, what's the word? I don't know. They keep to themselves, especially when they're trying to figure things out. They don't like to be influenced by, well, at least I don't. Maybe this is just me, the Cancer. I don't like to be influenced by things outside of myself. I like to be able to make my decisions. Look at this wisteria. Oh my freaking Jesus. Lord Jesus, it's beautiful. I'm not taking the Lord's name in vain or anything. This is so wonderful. Wisteria is considered a plant for the student, right? For the student's plant. It's supposed to help you, I guess, do well in school. Certainly smells beautiful. So we have a couple of aspects while the moon is still in Cancer. They do happen when most of us are sleeping. They've already happened. But I think they do have influence. We had a lovely sextile between the sun and the moon, of course, in Taurus. The sun the moon in Cancer, the sun in Taurus. Sorry about that. You have to get more coffee, I think. It stimulates communication, opening the lines of communication. We also have an opposition to Pluto. That happens when most of us are sleeping, but that always gives us an awareness of where our power lies and where it doesn't. I think to a certain extent, once the moon moves into Cancer, it moves into Leo, things shift. Leo is much more self-expressive. We become more external, extroverted, willing to say stuff. Today we have two other aspects that are important to talk about. One is the sun and Pluto make a trine today. This is a supportive, flowing energy. The sun brings illumination and Pluto brings change and transformation. So there is a real easy, change is never easy, really. I'm saying that, but change is never really easy. Sort of an easy... today is an opportunity to make a change. If you've been waiting or if you've been thinking it's too hard, today the ease of change is much better, much easier. There's also a creative, self-expressive energy towards this. This harkens back to the conjunction of the sun and Pluto that occurred in January. Illuminating power, illuminating the world soul. These energies, Pluto and the sun in the sky right now, really about the change that is necessary and the change that is happening. And we can see it, and in some cases it looks really good, and in other cases it looks really scary. But one thing for sure, the change needs to happen. And we don't know where it's all going to precipitate out, so don't get too nervous about the change. The other thing happening today, which is also stimulated by that energy of the moon and the sun in sextile, is Venus makes a conjunction to the north node of the moon. Venus, of course, is in Gemini. The nodes of the moon, the north node of the moon is in Gemini, the south node in Sagittarius. Venus is about how we relate to one another, and we're being asked to relate to each other in a new and a different way, and to look at things in a different way, and to be able to hold the space between two opposing ideas without getting too nervous about what direction we're going to take. The thing is with Gemini is that we're really trying to look at things actually in a very black and white way, and we can make decisions from that point. I mean, certainly there's issues with here in the States with the Republican Party, half of them wanting to, or maybe less than half, I'm not sure. Some of them, I guess I should say, wanting truth, others wanting to stick to this weird lie, although I'm not really sure they're really trying to, I don't know, follow Trump, or are they just trying for a shift in power? It feels like that way to me. It would be silly to think that they would, be trying to just follow Trump into oblivion. It doesn't make sense to me. But of course, making sense in politics is not always together, if you know what I mean. So this little plant climbing up the side of the garden is a clematis. It's a beautiful little clematis that will be blooming soon, I think. But generally, I would say today is a good day. It's a good day to reach out. It's a good day to make friends with maybe, or reach out to people or communicate with people that you might not otherwise have done. Reach out, expand your horizons a little bit. It is supported today. So have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the morning here in the gardens. I'm sure my camera work was subpar, but most of the time when I'm walking through the garden, I'm trying not to fall over stuff. So I apologize. Wisteria vines and such. I just apologize in case you didn't see everything that you needed to see as well as you could. So have yourself a great day. What a beautiful day. Oh my God. It's so fresh. It's so freaking fresh. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, take care. Much love. And I will see you again tomorrow. Marianne and I are going to be doing a 3-question this week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And I'm sure it's going to be, who knows? It's going to be fun. That I know. But what we're going to ask each other is still unknown. All right, guys. Much love. Take care. Namaste.